everyone. Welcome back to yet another episode of Tech This Week. My name is Apalak. Today's topic is a special one, right? And in fact, I would say it is continuation of a discussion that we started about 2-3 weeks back, right? And it's very topical. Tomorrow is the big day for India. Tomorrow, the results of the electoral process will be out. So if you remember in our last episode, which was aired 2 to 3 weeks back, we spoke about how technology has a deeper role in the electoral process. What are some of the pluses and drawbacks of using technology, right? But today episode is a little different, right? It talks about how humongous the challenge is to conduct inclusive and fair election, right? For world's largest democracy, India faces some unique challenges as far as elections go. So managing a national election in our country is a colossal task, fraught with challenges which range from geographic vastness to diversity of voter needs, so on and so forth, right? So I'll take one by one. So as I said right at the beginning, and I'm being very honest, this episode is not about technology alone. It's about the convergence of various elements that collectively shape a successful electoral process in India. Let's look at some of these elements in detail, right? I think in this election, one thing that came out very evidently is the challenges were not confined to digital realms alone. Physical infrastructure at polling stations also posed significant hurdles. While enhancing connectivity and technological access is crucial, improving the conditions of physical voting environments is equally important for a seamless electoral process. Imagine when you put casting a vote, having a seamless experience to go out and submit your vote is important, right? And I don't think we need to look out very far to see successful examples, right? Our own Passport Seva Kendra is a stellar example of efficient and user-friendly experience as far as public service goes. So the Passport Seva Kendra stands as a testament to what can be achieved when public services leverage private sector efficiently to public-private partnership. I think it's the best example that we can think of. Private sector participation can be used upgrading physical infrastructure at polling stations, ensuring that facilities are not only more accessible, but are also more welcoming. This would not only make voting more pleasant, but could also increase turnaround by making the entire process smoother and faster. We know for a fact, this is summers at its peak right across the country, be it north or south or east or west. There were times when people went to cast their votes, temperatures were hitting 44, 45 at some parts of the country. So for somebody to go in this intense heat is not an easy task, right? Like I said, so in fact, after the conclusion of the 6th phase of polls, we collated numbers at Think Teal. The pan-India voter turnout so far was recorded around 65.9%, which is actually lower than the last time the election took place, that was back in 2019. That time it was 67.7%. That's down by 1.8%. Considering our population, which is now exceeding 1.4 billion, 1.8% is a big number. And that's the irony. Despite the extensive efforts to making polls accessible, voter turnout was significantly impacted by the severe weather conditions, like I said, that deterred people from reaching polling stations. So what do we do? From a solution perspective, I know may sound easy, but we could opt for a mobile voting system where citizens could cast their vote from perhaps the comfort of their homes or anywhere else. I've been told this is accessible to the elderly. The question is, can this be accessible to everyone? Yes, there will be challenges, but it's just a thought that we can probably think over. Also, real-time notification systems about polling stations in terms of what is the wait time could encourage voters to minimizing, waiting times, and exposure to harsh weather conditions. In a sense, it all boils down to the comfort and experience of the voter. And with all these digital progresses that we made as a country, we could definitely leverage some of it to create a seamless voting experience. Then comes the part of, can we make the entire voting experience secure? The elections also saw at places disruptions at polling stations, like booth capturing, destruction of EVM, directly undermining the integrity of electoral process. The core issue stems from inadequate security measures at places and insufficient monitoring. And when I say this, I say this with what a weighted breath, because given the extent of the process, it is not easy. But there are issues for sure, right? So maybe to address such issues, maybe a comprehensive CCTV surveillance system at all polling locations can be used, utilizing drones for aerial surveillance. AI-driven detection systems can also proactively identify and address security threats at polling stations. So effective security is probably a key to maintain the sanctity of each vote. I think I've said that in my previous episode also. Each and every vote matters, and we are as a nation collectively who we are due to our democratic platform. So to conclude, the 2024 general elections is the largest ever election in history, surpassing the previous election, and second only to the one in 1951 and 52 general election. The elections were conducted in 7 phases across the country, and over 15 million election workers were deployed across over 1 million polling stations. 1 million, mind you, 1 million consists of 10 lakh polling stations. So while we have discussed challenges faced during elections, it is also important to acknowledge, the monumental scale and complexity of organizing such an event. All said and done, the Election Commission of India deserves an immense round of applause for its meticulous planning and organization, ensuring that the elections were conducted smoothly despite the logistical challenges. So as we wait for the results tomorrow, we hope the best aligned wins and takes our nation to greater heights. That's it from my end. Have a wonderful week ahead. Bye for now.